And that is just simply a show that she had where she had a guest on, and that guest talked about probate matters and wills and things of that sort. And so that is what we are going to have right now. And so we're going to go right on into that segment. Here we are.
All right, good afternoon, Bishop. How are you?
I'm phenomenal. Thanks for asking. How are you?
We're good. We are good. I do have a very special guest, a very wonderful friend of mine, who we had a question about probate matters. Mm-hmm. And so she is a probate expert. She's been practicing probate law for, I'm sure, 20 plus years.
Wonderful.
So she is going to come on. She is Tammy Stanley from the Stanley Law Firm, located in Lake City, Georgia. And are you there, Miss Stanley?
I am. Can you all hear me okay?
Yes, we can. We can hear you just fine.
Great.
Okay,
Great.
So let me quickly just give our little disclaimer. The information today is given for informational purposes only. It should not be construed as legal advice. Does not create a lawyer-client relationship. If you need advice, you can, for your specific case, we encourage you to contact an attorney, and we are always available. Okay? So, Miss Stanley,
yes.
How are you today?
I am doing well. Thank you.
Good. All right. So we had some questions, and one of the basic questions I think is a good place to start is what we're talking about probate. What is the difference between a will and a trust?
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you so much for allowing me to be on with Dawn. I feel honored and blessed to be a part. So thank you so much for that.
So glad to have you.
Thank you. Thank you. So this is a question that people ask a lot. What's the difference between a will versus a trust? And it really, there's some differences, but there's also some similarities. So most people are familiar with the will, so let's start there. So a will is basically a document where you set out who gets your property and assets, and it can set some other things in place when you die. And that's really what a will does. It'll appoint the person who will carry out that process. And when you sign that document, once you've made those decisions, when you die, a person has to go to probate court, file that will, jump through some other legal steps, and then a judge, if the judge agrees that you are the person that's named in the will, and they also agree that you are appropriate to serve in that role, then you become the executor over the estate, and you go about carrying out the terms of the will. So those are really the basics of a will. The trust can be exactly like a will. It can be a document that also spells out who is to get your property and your assets when you die. The trust can actually be found in a will. So it may still have to go through probate, but then the trust can be set up after the probate has been done. Or the trust can be a type of document where instead of going to probate court, the trust will actually own the assets so that when you die, you don't have to go to probate. There's a successor in place that will carry out what you've told them to do and will distribute your property and carry out your direction. So they're similar, but they're different. And whether or not one is appropriate over the other is obviously up to your special circumstances.
Okay. All right. So as far as an initial cost for a will versus a trust, how does that work, or is there a difference in the cost?
Well, there can be a difference. Most people, I think the latest statistics show that, first of all, 70% of people don't have wills. So to even just get a will, you're an elite company. It means you have given some consideration to making wise decisions. So I always tell people, if you just do a will, listen, you're a select company. But the will can be, it just depends on what you have. Most times people will call and say, oh, I have a simple will. I just need a simple will. And then when you start talking to them, they may have blended families. They may have small children and they don't want them to get their property all at once. And suddenly we go from the simple will to making some complex decisions. So when you make that determination and you're calling to speak with an attorney, be upfront. I tell people all the time, there's nothing wrong with saying what's the general cost, but also understand you're going to get a general answer. Once they talk to you and they find out what you have, then they should be able to quote you what you're looking at without you being obligated to them to do any work. So make sure you understand that piece. But trusts are generally more expensive because the advantage of the trust is that it's a private document. It's not on file with the probate court if you do it in a different way. So a trust that's not in a will does not have to be disclosed. It can also incorporate property in other states. And then it also allows you, depending on, again, what your situation is, it can give you some tax advantages. So those tend to be more expensive. So again, generally, I hate to give general ranges, but it depends on the attorney that you call. But I would say expect to pay for a will as well as powers of attorneys and things like that will give you a complete package. I would say you're looking at a starting point of around $1,000 and going up. That way, if you're pleasantly surprised, if it's less than that, great. If it's more than that, then you can do some shopping. But that's a good range, I would think.
Okay, what are some of the pitfalls of not having a will?
Okay, so there are many, and I've heard of them all. I'm sure you've heard of them all too. So imagine, I always tell people, imagine this. Everybody has that person in the family that they know out of the whole family, they would not want them to be in charge of the process. So just imagine, God forbid, if you pass away and that very person ends up being over your estate. Would you want that to happen? This is a very common one in our community that I get. We have many families who are married, but the couples are estranged. They don't live together. They don't hold themselves out anymore as husband and wife. But guess what they never did? They didn't get a divorce. And so you pass away, and imagine your estranged spouse showing up and not only having a part of your estate, but in Georgia, it's important to know that we have a provision where a surviving spouse can ask for all of your estate to the exclusion of your children. So whether that would be successful or not, well, we would have to see what the court would determine, but that one alone should make people run and say, let me get some estate planning in place. Those are just a few. Another one that people get very emotional over, happens all the time, is you pass away, you don't have anything in place. Well, everybody's running in your house, picking through what they want. And you would have wanted certain things to go to certain people. Well, you have left that to chance when you don't have a will or trust in place. So those are some scary stories, but they're very real. I get those calls, and I've been involved in those cases quite a bit.
Right, you're right. I've heard those calls, especially with surviving spouses.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Bishop?
Well, it's being a pastor. It's very, very common that the last couple of scenarios that Tam gave actually do happen, and it's very tumultuous when you are trying to navigate through getting the services in order and things of that sort. And you have to worry about who's trying to get what, because there is no will or anything in place. As a matter of fact, if I may speak honestly, there is a situation going on, and I pray that she's online, going on exactly right now, as to where the husband and wife were estranged, and the husband died.
Yes.
They called the sister in to handle things because they were estranged, and the wife has shown up.
Yes.
So yes.
And Bishop, if I may, I tell people all the time, I say, well, be assured that once you pass away, if somebody in your family member who has never shown themselves to be particularly ambitious will know the law better than me and Beatrice put together.
Right.
They will quote statutes that we probably have never heard of.
True.
So just understand that you are inviting that type of energy when you don't make proper plans.
Right.
So it's vitally important that everyone makes plans. And we know it's not a good conversation. It's not a conversation that anyone really wants to have, but it's a necessary conversation.
Yes,
So we appreciate you all for the intellectual property on the day you helped us with this.
We do have one question.
Okay.
Let's see online. Without a will, and will your heirs or your state get your property?
Great question. So a lot of people always think, well, if I don't have a will it go to the state? And there are so many things that has to happen before that would occur. So that's not the concern. The concern, though, is that in every state, you have a will if you don't do your own will. And so every state has what's called intestacy laws, which you are saying that a group of legislators got into a room and they said, you know what? This is what sounds reasonable to us, and this is who will get the property if this person dies without a will. And going back to our earlier conversation just a moment ago, this is where the pain comes in, because again, those legislators have determined, well, you know what, if a husband and wife are married and this person dies, they're going to get the estate. Not knowing, again, in our culture and in many communities, they may have not taken that decision to divorce, but the status of being a spouse will go to someone who you may not have necessarily wanted to have it. So you have a will. You do have a will if you choose not to do it. It's just, is it going to go to the person you would have wanted it to go to? And that's the concern.
Okay, great. You got any more questions, Bishop?
No, I don't have any more questions, but I do want to give opportunity for both you and Tammy to put out information just in case someone needs to contact you to, acquire, a good representation in getting this done. Can you please give us your contact information so that we can have it? Or if we can text it and I can just post it for you real quick so everybody can contact you if they need it.
I will text it, but
okay.
Tammy, you go ahead and give your information. So Tammy, and you kind of tell people what you do. You do the front end, so you do wills and trusts, correct?
Right. So I do mainly three things. I do estate planning, working with people on their wills, trusts, and other capacity documents, powers of attorneys. And just a quick thing, a lot of us are so concerned about the will, but one of our greater vulnerabilities is losing our property because we suffered a stroke and we don't have anyone to jump in and be our power of attorney. So we assist with those. We do real estate closings, and then we do probate. We do a lot of probate when you pass away, making that sure that the assets that you have go to the people that you want to have them. As far as my contact information, you can reach me at 678-231-6958. That's 678-231-6958. I love email, so you're welcome to reach me at that's THE Stanley, STANLEY, law firm at gmail.com. The Stanley Law Firm at gmail.com.
Okay. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you all. This was fun.
It is. We do this every Wednesday. 11:15 Wisdom Wednesday, just to empower the community, because a lot of times we don't have information or have access to the information.
Right.
And so we just make the vehicle available so everybody can at least ask a question. Not that you all are giving legal advice, but they just need the information so that they can ascertain whatever they need to from that. And we appreciate you all for just taking the time to come in and give us some of that good information that we need.
Yeah, I do believe that Ms. Stanley will be back because there are some other things that can be helpful. We can talk about guardianships and conservatorship, things like that. Sure. So, and she's excellent at that. I do this work, but she does it primarily. And like we refer to each other, but if we have to go to court, she's gonna send it to me.
That's right.
Understood.
That's right. Exactly. That's right.
But yes, so thank you so very much. I so appreciate it.
Thank you all so much, and thank you, Bishop, for what you're doing for our community and sharing this information. It is so vital, and Thank you, Beatrice, for the opportunity to be on here, and just a pleasure. Hopefully we'll do it again.
Definitely. Thank you much. All right, ladies,
Thank
you all
you.
have a phenomenal afternoon, and we appreciate you for your information. All right, that was a replay of B. Scott Legal's information on wills, trust, probate, and things of that sort. So if you know anybody that needs that information, let us know so we can get you that video, because from what I understand, the echo is a little heavy for online. However, on radio, I'm believing it was fine, but still, we can get that to you so that you can get some information from it and give it to whomever you need to give it to, or get their information so that you can contact them to get the wills and trust and things like that done, because it's vitally important. Once, just like I said in there, it's a conversation that's necessary, a conversation that needs to happen, something that we do need to have in place. We don't like to talk about it, but it's very important and very vital that we actually do it, so that when things happen, because we say when things happen, things are in certain things are inevitable. All right. And to make sure that we help others navigate through the inevitable, if we can go ahead and do our part now, that difficult part now, then we don't have to worry about things or family members falling out later, because we've done what's necessary to make sure that the conversation happens easily. We've put everything the way that we desire for it to be. So then that way, there won't be an argument with anyone else later, because we made the decision and they won't have to fight over anything. So if we can go ahead and do our planning now and go ahead and make things easier, we can make family life much easier later on. How about that? Can we do that as a community? We want to do a whole lot of things as a community to grow together, to live together peacefully. That's our desire. And so in order to do that, we have to handle some difficult things now. So let's go ahead and get the difficult things out of the way so we can still live peacefully. All right. We don't want to gender any strife between anyone when we can try to thwart that as much as possible. All right, you're tuned into The Glory 107. This has been our Wisdom Wednesday segment. Every Wednesday at 1:15, B. Scott Legal comes and brings us some good legal information. If you know anyone that may need some of that information, you can go back to our YouTube page, type in Wisdom Wednesday, and all the segments will come up, and you can listen to the different things that she brought legal information on and be able to share it with others that you may know needs that information. All right, got some more good gospel music coming up right after these messages. Got some Tim Rogers and the Fellas coming up with Happy right here on The Glory 107.9. Oh yeah, don't forget 2:15, the tee-hee-hee with the First Lady of Hype. You don't want to miss that.
Always arrive in fashion. Yes, it's Louise and Julia Moving Fashion, with and for you. Louise and Julia are in the art of reselling pre-loved items. They want to assist you in finding and selling fashion. You relax and allow Louise and Julia to find the hard-to-find fashion for you. Co-Simon and deeply discounted accessories are their specialty. Louise and Julia is selling their 3 for $30 bundle. They'll assist the curvy girls and men as well. Louise and Julia specialize in monograms. Go today at www.louisejulia.com or call today at 843-324-0369. That's 843-324-0369. Or go to their Facebook page, Louise Julia LUXC cosign. Julia and Louise says always arrive in fashion. Leave your neck, back, and shoulder pains in the hands of Cranford Chiropractic, the personal friendly doctor with a friendly staff. Cranford Chiropractic is located at 3539 Vineville Avenue. That's 3539 Vineville Avenue in Macon. The team that works with you to help you through your pain. They lighten your load by assisting you with your insurance claims, working with your attorney, doctors to escort you through this process. Vertice from WDDO had a personal experience, and he says this is the place to go. Make that call at 478-471-0774. Make that call, 478-471-0774. Cranford Chiropractic. Cranford Chiropractic, lining you up one patient at a time. Calling all churches and pastors to join the Sunday church broadcast. Call Vertice today at 678-800-3976. You'll be heard all over Middle Georgia. Call Vertice now at 678-800-3976. The Glory is 980 AM. WDDO.
We've been practicing law a long time. We may be a little short on catchphrases and catchy telephone numbers, but we sure have helped a lot of people. If you got a legal problem, call us. We may be able to help you.
Join the presiding moderator, Dr. Walter L. Glover Jr., and the Greater Zion Hill Visionary Baptist Church at their new time, 9:15 a.m. until 10:15 a.m. every Sunday morning on The Glory, 980 a.m. WDDO. The moderator invites you to join them this coming Sunday at 9:15 a.m.
For so many years, when I think of how good he's been, it brings me to tears. Yeah. Though Satan tries to change my mind, I can't turn away. Oh no, no. I made a vow to the Lord, and I'm here to stay. You see, he's been good to me. Better than I knew he could be. In each and every day, you can believe when you hear me say, I'm happy. Jesus, Jesus alone. Ooh, I'm happy. Jesus. Oh yeah. Oh. Say it again. I'm happy. Jesus, Jesus alone. I'm happy. Oh yeah. Jesus alone. Listen. How can you compare a man with the one in his hands? Oh. And how could he love me so? I don't understand. No. Though I turned away, he took me back in, yeah. Oh, he showed me unconditional love again and again. Oh, my. Living free, my troubles are gone. Everything is right since he took away the wrong. Yes, I tell you, he's some kind of friend. Listen up, I got a message to see, and I'm happy. Jesus, Jesus alone. Ooh, I'm happy. Oh yeah, Jesus alone. Look at the smile that's on my face. Oh yeah, with Jesus alone. Ooh, I'm happy with Jesus and Jesus alone. Let's take it on home. I'm happy. Oh yeah, sing I'm happy. Anybody here happy? Oh yeah, so happy with Jesus. Without mention on the hill. Oh, still I'm happy. Oh, if I never see my name in lights, still I'm happy. If they never put my name on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, if they never read a book about me, still I'll be happy with Jesus. Here's the reason why. He brings me joy. Oh yeah, he brings me peace. He's everything.